When that auntie is asking you, why haven't you had kids yet? Or why haven't you gotten married? Another new rule of etiquette is the following. It's important because it's important for you to not get triggered and for you to take care of your own mental health. And this is one way to do it during the holidays. You're watching Chic Innovator. Stay tuned for fascinating topics, fascinating people that have style and are innovative. Hi everyone, happy Thanksgiving to our audience, many of you which are, and many of you which have become very close friends. So what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you spending time with your family, friends, or alone? I know that not everyone feels they have something to be grateful for. And the truth is, not everyone's life is great. So what to do when you need to create a way to feel better? Here are a couple of suggestions. So I have to share with you that there have been many times when I have found myself feeling lost, especially during the holidays, kind of frankly wallowing in things that have gone wrong. I have had moments in my life when I have felt like I have a target on my back and everything that could go wrong just aims at me and hits me. At least it felt that way. And yes, there have been times in my life when I felt like I have lost my purpose. And I have to share with you that one of the things that has really helped me is to getting in some sort of action, something that will benefit someone else. And I have to tell you that at this time, there are so many people that could use our help. Maybe it's an elderly neighbor who might need a light fixture put up, or a family that could use a nice food basket, or maybe just a simple call to a friend or a family member that during this holiday could be all alone. And if you really want to stretch, how about some of these organizations that are always helping other people? And your support at this time and during the year would be greatly appreciated. If you feel like giving away food or distributing it, go to Above and Beyond Food Pantry or Greater Chicago Food Depository programs. And if you feel like supporting the elderly, there's Little Brothers, Friends of the Elderly. Also, ASI is another great one. They help a lot of senior citizens. And one that I love is Instituto del Progreso Latino. There are a lot of organizations such as this. They work with a lot of schools and parents in the Latino community. The list could go on. The point is, this is a great opportunity for you to go out and help others and kind of take your mind off of your woes and worries. I especially want to tell you that I am so grateful to all of you for your support of Chic Innovator, the podcast, the one you are listening to now, but also to Pivoting in Heels, which is the not-for-profit that we support. And Giving Tuesday is coming right up, and we are raising money for that so that we can give more scholarships next year. This year, we gave out 6 to some incredible young women getting their degrees in law, health-related matters, and even cybersecurity. So don't forget to give on Giving Tuesday to Pivoting in Heels. So this Thanksgiving, as we are disagreeing with our siblings or trying to stay awake after eating turkey, there are new rules of etiquette during these holidays that I do want to share with you. So even if you're hosting or if you're giving something to the host, make sure to check on dietary restrictions and make sure that you accommodate those. For example, if someone is a vegetarian, make sure there is a veggie dish available. Here's another little rule of etiquette. Don't overshare about your accomplishments. Make sure you aren't bragging. You may make others feel bad. And even if everyone has a little something to share, something good, then tone your news to that level. Be kind, be humble. So another new rule of etiquette is the following. You don't have to answer a bunch of private questions. When that auntie is asking you, why haven't you had kids yet? Or why haven't you gotten married? You can diffuse a little bit. You can ask, does anyone want any more pie? Or, thank you so much for asking. I'm living a wonderful life, and just send them a different direction. Maybe they would like a different kind of dessert or more wine. It's important because it's important for you to not get triggered and for you to take care of your own mental health. And this is one way to do it during the holidays? And what about if everything is failing and let's say, for example, the whole family breaks out in a fight or someone had way too much liquor and said the wrong thing and offended everyone, or worse, if that person was you? Well, what to do when everything goes bad? Whatever happens, and no matter how bad it seems, and this can apply to the holidays or to the rest of your life, remember that you can always daydream a little bit and imagine the kind of life that you want to have. And whatever you come up with, I love writing it all down. I have to share with you that many times when I've done this wouldn't it be nice exercise, and I've written it down, and I've just kind of forgotten about it. So much of it has come true. Here's a story for you. So many years ago, I was working with a team on developing an app, and we would meet a couple of times a week at this one location that was, at the time for me, very far north, and it was in a neighborhood that I really seemed to like a lot. We would go there and I would park inside the neighborhood where there were a lot of homes, and I'd look around and I'd really like it. I remember a couple of times in the meeting kind of even daydreaming a little bit and, writing down like why I would like to live in this area. Anyway, I forgot about it, but this was pretty regular, so I was doing it a couple of times a week. I have to tell you, about 5 years ago, I've been living where I live now for about 10 years, but I looked around and I realized that I live in that neighborhood now. I didn't put one and one together to make two, completely forgot about it, but I had moved into that neighborhood that I had been daydreaming about, kind of writing notes about, and didn't even realize I had done it. So it does happen. You can make it a reality. So I highly suggest that even in the worst of times in your life, look ahead, maybe 1 to 3 years, and write down, but see yourself actually living it. What if you had that life? Start adapting 1 or 2 of the habits that you may need in order to get there. Don't forget, think big, work smart, and be very tenacious for what you want. See yourself in it, but not attaching to it, not being clingy. One thing that I've learned is this saying, the universe does not like needy, is very true. Because at the end of the day, even in the worst of times, just remember you have the capacity to create a life that you can be grateful for. It is important to be grateful for the life you currently have as well. And I have really found that the more you are grateful for the little things, it puts you in a position to be very attractive for the big things. And remember, don't be needy. Instead, go out and help those in need. Take your mind off of yourself and onto helping others. And think big while at the same time preparing yourself for that bigger life. But start by being kind, staying humble, and always being grateful. So have a very happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Sending you all much love.